Hello, I'm Bob Lowe, CEO of Loman Control Systems, and I'm here today to talk to you about Loman, but most importantly, talk to you about our relationship with our clients. Why do our clients partner with us? Let's take a look at that. They partner with us because of this list of problems. To begin, inefficient machines and processes. The most significant contributors to inefficiency are these three listed here. Unplanned downtime, that is at the top of the list of most surveys of manufacturers. Short-term stoppages, what is that? If you consider a 30-second stop here, a 1-minute stop there on a production line or a machine, it is astonishing how that adds up to lost productivity in the course of a shift or a day. Obsolete hardware and unsupported software. Surveys are showing that the value of control system assets that are still in use today in the United States is increasing with every passing year. That hardware was installed in the 90s, it's 15, 20 or more years old, and the hardware is simply not available anymore. And if you can get it, it's very expensive, it contributes to downtime, and many companies we find are shopping for spare parts on eBay, and that is not a good way to run a manufacturing company. Unsupported software are computers that are running very old Windows operating systems or programs written in old versions of Visual Basic or C. So these issues contribute to inefficient machines and processes. Excessive production costs. That can be excessive labor costs, it can be excessive scrap, low quality, high energy costs contribute to those. Unsafe machines. A lot of equipment that's in U.S. manufacturing was installed 15, 20, 30 years ago, and the machine safety requirements then were not as stringent as they are now, and they do not meet OSHA requirements, and by all means need to be upgraded. So there are a lot of unsafe machines that are a problem for manufacturers. Lack of information visibility. Production information is just simply not available as it should be for machine operators, for maintenance supervisors, for middle managers, for the C-level managers. Too much paperwork in a plant. I'm amazed at how many plants still function with clipboards and paper to identify what production is supposed to be, and also to record data from the production that is taking place. Again, these are the significant problems that we see. OEMs, original equipment manufacturers, they may have installed equipment 10, 15, 20 years ago and simply are not in a position anymore to support the equipment that they installed, and we find ourselves as system integrators helping our manufacturing clients overcome those problems and get equipment running again. So my question to you as a manufacturer is, do you have any of these issues? If you do, there are ways that Loman can help you. New technologies. It is our responsibility as a control system integrator, and our clients rely on us to remain vigilant about what technologies are available in terms of hardware, software, so that we can be your trusted advisor in machine control applications as well as information management. Machine safety upgrades, we have done them in many industries on many different kinds of applications to take an older piece of equipment and make it compliant with current OSHA requirements. Regulatory requirements, we can help and do help our clients meet the requirements of, say, the FDA, perhaps OSHA, or environmental, the EPA requirements. I might tend to give the impression that we only work on improving and modernizing older control systems, but to a degree we as well work on the design and build for new equipment, working with OEMs or directly with a manufacturer. Additional ways, we can help with plant layouts to help make the production lines as efficient as possible based on the layout and just the overall flow of product through your plant. Project planning, we encourage our clients to enlist our assistance and to partner with them right at the initial thought processes for a project. Our clients know their products, their processes better than we will ever know them. What we bring to the table is control system technology, and we understand applications. And between the client and our technical people, we can conceptualize the ultimate control and information system for any project. Write specifications. The only way a project is ever going to end well is if it begins well, and it begins well with a quality user requirement spec, a functional specification, and when necessary, like in a regulated industry, a detailed design spec. ERP shop floor integration. It's all about getting the information to and from the plant floor and the enterprise level, and it passes through the mid-level, often referred to as MES or MOM, and that's an area that we can help. What are the benefits to the client? Well, first of all, with Loman Control Systems, our clients, right from the very first conversation, speak with either our engineering manager or one of his technical people. There's no business development or sales guide that you have to go through to get there. So you can have that interaction with our technical people right from the get-go. As system integrators, we are familiar with many different suppliers of hardware and software for control and automation and information management. And we'll marry together or integrate together the right products to fit your application. Right sizing, it means you may not be able to do a complete solution, but perhaps a solution would be done incrementally. And we can work with you to meet what your needs are on a budget, and it's not an all or nothing type of application. We have a reputation for having a sense of urgency, and what does that mean? We fully understand and appreciate a manufacturer's position that when their production line or their machine is down, that it could conceivably be costing them tens of thousands of dollars per hour in lost productivity. And we often hear it said that other system integrators just do not have that sense of urgency. So it's something that we'd like to bring to the forefront along with our professionalism. Just a little bit of an overview of Loman. We were established in 1991, 25 years ago now, which we're celebrating that anniversary here in 2016. And the company continues to be co-owned by myself and Jerry Foreman. We are CSIA certified, which means that we are one of approximately 100 system integrators worldwide who have passed the CSIA certification audit, which is an audit of our business practices, and we must comply with CSIA's business best practices. We are re-audited every 3 years to make sure that we are continuing to be compliant. We have about 25 employees. Our panel shop is UL 508A listed, and we work in many different industries. And this is important because I like to use the word cross-pollination, which means we can take an expertise that we have gained, say, in the metals industry and apply it in the food industry and across many other, maybe in consumer product manufacturing. So that cross-pollination is very important because most end users tend to get siloed with the thought processes and methodologies used in their industry alone, whereas we can take from one other industry and bring it into yours and maximize your control systems, information, and so forth. What are our capabilities? Well, again, these top three are at the plant level, plant floor level. Most control systems are based on PLCs and HMIs, networks and gateways. There are motors and motion control. Many times there's vision inspection using cameras, and there's, in some cases, increasingly robotics involved. This is that mid-level, again, called MES or MOM, where exchange of information occurs between the plant floor and the enterprise level. And we're comfortable at both of those. And then on top of all of that, we can offer good project management, we build your panels, and we can do some on-site wiring. Some application examples. Again, we span many different industries. This was an application for a paint system in the automotive industry. Functional safety, which is really the appropriate term to use for machine safety, we've done that in life science as well as many other plants. So machine safety upgrades is something that we are definitely in a position to help our manufacturing clients with. Done many industries or applications in the metals industry dealing motor drives, some of them at very high horsepower. High-speed inspection for pet food can labels. Again, this was vision inspection, and we were monitoring and extracting cans from a process where the label was not put on properly and doing so at a rate of 20 cans per second, and if you do the math, that's 1,200 cans in a minute that we inspect to make sure the labels went on properly. We've done work in specialty gas industries, And again, information visibility in many different applications, particularly automotive, where we get production information in front of the machine operators, the operations managers, maintenance supervisors, and even at the C level. So here are a few of the control panels we built, and just exhibiting a few of them. This is an operator station in the metals industry. You can see a 2-door control enclosure. This is a 4-door, and over there is a single-door enclosure with a high horsepower motor drive integrated into it. Ready, Set Data by Loman, Get Smarter. This is a product that we've developed that integrates together hardware and software from a variety of suppliers, where we can provide for a manufacturing company a data collection system to get them started with data collection and do so for under $10,000. So we'll get you the data that you want, when you want it, where you want it, and again, less than $10,000. It's amazingly affordable with products that are available in the market these days. Many managers at manufacturers think they have to spend tens of thousands of dollars to get into data collection, and it is simply not true. We have a solution that gets you started for a lot less. This is what you would get, and it doesn't end with just a base system. It's very easy to go beyond that with customization. It's expandable and would be very easy to use, and help support that, your ability to make good business decisions with good information. So how do you measure success of a project? And you have to think beyond just, is a project done on time and on schedule? And we have discussions with our clients in the very beginning, even during the proposal phase, to find out how are you going to measure the success of your project. Because many times that the payback goes on for years and years, and it has to be seen in terms of value, not just what is my upfront cost. What is your automation track record? Perhaps with system integrators or other automation type projects, even mechanical. Maybe you've had some positives and negatives. We love to have conversation with our manufacturing clients about what it is that we can do to mitigate the problems that perhaps occurred with negative experiences and build on the ones that were positive. And how do you mitigate technical and financial risk? How are projects going to go well? Know you're going to get your payback. This is where many times our industry expertise, but more importantly our CSIA certification, which means that we know how to run projects and manage our company, and therefore contribute significantly to the probability of successful projects. How do you separate the wheat from the chaff? Meaning there are good system integrators and there are some that are not so good. And control system integration and information management type projects are not like buying a box of fuses where whether you buy it from this supplier or that supplier, the end result is going to be the same. There are significant differences. And again, our CSIA certification, our 25 years in business, is a testimony to the fact that Loman will greatly increase the probability that a project that we do for you will be successful. So the question is, how can Loman help you? That ends my presentation for today. We'd love to have a conversation with you if you think that we would be a fit for a project for your company. And you can either contact me, again I'm Bob Lowe, CEO of Loman Control Systems, or Brian Rajat, who is our engineering manager, at our main phone number, extension 15. Thank you very much for your presence here today.